We've all seen this before, right? Check some of you guys. Oh, a god pack, a scenic view, product behind someone that you don't have. Maybe it's not product, an experience that they're going through that you just can't experience. Could be just your friends going out, having a good time, while you're sitting at home, scrolling through your phone. And then it hits you. You were fine a second ago, but now the fear of missing out is overwhelming you. When it comes to the Pokemon community, this is normal. This is something that happens time and time again. And I'm sure that we're not exclusively the only ones that experience this, but I can't help but feel that we probably endure this more than just about anybody. There's always so much to worry about when it comes to Pokemon. The next big card, the next big set. And sometimes it's not because it's unaffordable or unavailable. It's just a feeling that you're having. So why does this keep happening to you? In a TED Talk that was covering this point, the key point was this.
The reason that we experience fear of missing out is our struggle to answer essential questions.
And tell me that's not true. What's in this box? Sorry, we're out of stock. Or in this booster pack. I know you're in there, you son of a bitch. Sometimes it's the experience. Will you miss out if you don't go to this event? A tournament? A convention? A collecticon? Which you could also miss out the opportunity to say hi to me in person. Please come say hi to me in person. Yet when it comes to the connection aspect of this hobby, it's really just step number one of what leads to the FOMO. But that leads us to the next thing. It's everywhere. It's always in your face. And you like it, don't you? And it can be so blinding for some that in this community, it tends to make them lose focus. Whether it's Instagram Reels, YouTube videos, there's always someone talking about something that's creating some type of FOMO. And it's not to say that if your favorite YouTube or personality, favorite Instagrammer, it doesn't matter, TikTok, I don't care. If they're saying or talking about these things, it's not to say that they're misguiding you, unless you're listening to somebody very shady. But most of the people I listen to, I trust, which is why I would like to think that they're not misguiding you when they're talking about these things. And I'll touch on this a little bit more later. Have you heard about how much Surging Sparks cost right now? Who doesn't know about how much Prismatic Evolutions cost right now? It's not even out yet. Can't afford this Charizard? Get a different one. I'm sure this one will still go up in price, and these two still look good. Can't you get your hands on this? Then buy this. Historically, they always end up moving at some point. Even if you're looking for the next quick flip, you're not always gonna get them. But what happens when you buy Surging Sparks at $210 and then it reprints? Or your big hit for the box was a Phoebus. That's a whole new feeling, and I'm not gonna get into that in this video. It's hard not to get caught in an echo chamber of the people that you really like listening to. It makes sense, but sometimes you lose a little bit of focus on maybe what you were working towards or your own goals in concerns or fears of what everybody else is talking about because you don't want to miss out. And the worst thing you want is for it to hurt you or leave you with more regret and remorse in the end after. In the Pokemon community, it's very normal for us to talk about the next big thing, and we intentionally or unintentionally create FOMO by the things we discuss. It's normal because the content we create is targeted to hopefully generating viewers. Sometimes we create FOMO just from the conversations we have. It seems inevitable that in some form or way, something might come our way that might make us feel like we're missing out. In an interview okJLuv held with Pat Flynn, who most know him as DeepPocketMonster,
should I open it or should I keep it sealed?
Pat Flynn had a small segment in the interview where he describes a video he was so sure would do well and why it didn't. To me, what stood out is his observation.
And it was like nobody was watching it, and the retention graph showed me that even if they were, nobody cared. And I didn't know how to take that. I was like, do people not care about this stuff? And when I thought about it, it was like, well, sadly, kind of not really. Because you're watching other people get cards, but you're still at home, and, you know, how fun is it to watch other people get cards when you're not getting cards?
A quick shout out to okJLuv for allowing me to use this footage. If you guys haven't checked him out, I definitely recommend it. He also streams on Twitch. Go check out his videos. He's made some great videos. But that's just the first half of his observation. If we listen just a little bit further, the second half is really what tells the story. Why we as creators sometimes have to use these tactics, these strategies that might create FOMO unintentionally or intentionally to generate views.
The videos that actually do better is where I'm failing or I'm struggling and there's like not good things happening. And the trick is now, how do we take those not good things or those struggles, but then bring positivity into that?
Because we tell a story and then we can flip it on its head and make it something positive. But sometimes for the viewer, this might not translate. There's always a world where someone could see this and misconstrue that completely. So it's up to you, the viewer, to really consider what it is you're feeling when you hear a new set and all the hype behind it. That it's selling out, or it's double MSRP, or someone's new big financial plays that they're making. Maybe it's what your community is saying and what they're talking about. And understand that what you're feeling could just be another case of FOMO, and there are plenty of ways to go about managing that. But hey, instead of worrying about what you're missing out today, you get ahead of tomorrow. Real quick before this video ends, I want to give a big thanks to everyone who left nice comments in my last video. It really gives me a sense of accomplishment to know that something I put a lot of time and effort into, in a sense of how I want to create it, came out good. I'm not saying it was the greatest video in the world, but I'm not a big fan of low effort videos, and although I'm sure I'll be making some in the future, it is what it is. And also everybody who took the time to trust me and place your orders on my website, greatly appreciate it. Trust me, it means the world to me. So I'm very happy to see that in a Pokemon boom, I can actually get someone to buy from me. So I'm grateful, really. And although it's a small accomplishment, thanks to everybody new and old subscriber wise, I didn't realize I hit over 100 subscribers until recently when someone brought it to my attention. So I'm grateful for that too. It's a good time. Alright, I'm done with my thanks. I could probably go on talking. I'm pretty sure I could make a whole video just talking about how grateful I am over small accomplishments, but it is what it is. I'm just grateful. Thanks everybody. Love you friends. Bye-bye.